So in the previous video, what we had studied the conditions, isn't it? Conditions by which we can prove that two triangles are congruent. And what were the conditions? The conditions were your side angle side, angle side, side, RHS. Here we shall be applying the same conditions and we will see whether the two triangles are congruent or not. Means, let us take few of them, like these two triangles. They have given you these two triangles in which one of the angle is 90 degree, means these two right angle triangles have been given. Very good. Now here you have 2 centimeter, here you have 2 centimeter. Now as soon as you have seen that they are 90 degree, the first thing that will reflect your brain is they will be congruent by RHS, right angle hypotenuse side, which is not. So we have to be observant. Observant means until and unless you observe it carefully, you will not be able to get the exact condition through which you can prove that these two triangles are congruent. So let us first check that here they have given you 2 centimeter, 2 centimeter, and here they have given you 2 centimeter over here and 4 centimeter over here. Now they are asking you that whether these two triangles are congruent or not. You need not to write anything, just observe and let's check. One of the side is given, one of the angle is given, and one of these two sides are given, these two angles are given. One of the side here is equal to one of the side over here. Had this 4 centimeter would be here, then these two triangles would have been congruent by side angle side, side angle side, side angle side. But they have not given you this side over here, they have given you this side over here as 4 centimeter. Now if we apply RHS, then right angle hypotenuse side, here right angle hypotenuse is missing, so we say that these two triangles are not congruent by any other respect or any other condition. So I would be putting the symbol here as congruent and then would give a cut mark over here. Okay, give a cut mark over here which says that these two triangles are not congruent. N-O-T, not congruent. Clear? Let us move on to few other sums, like they have given you two triangles. Okay, one triangle is over here and the other triangle they have given you as, have a look, as in this form. They have also said that this particular side is equal to this particular side and this particular side is equal to this particular side. Okay, they have given you this angle as 110 degree, but here they have not given you 110. Instead they have given you 40 and 30 over here, 40 degree and 30 degree over here. Means if 110 would have been here, then these two triangles would be congruent by the criteria side angle side, but this angle is not given. If this angle is not given, since they have given you other two angles, therefore using the property, which property? Using the property sum of angles of a triangle, sum of angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degree, we shall be finding this particular angle. Okay, so let me write here as, put here as x. Now x plus 40 plus 30 x plus 40 plus 30 should be equal to 180 degree on the basis of this particular property. Therefore, x will be equal to 180. X will be equal to how much? X will be equal to 180 minus 70 degree. 40 plus 30, 70. 70 will go that side and will become a negative sign, is equal to 110. Oh my dear, this means I have found that this particular angle which was hidden was actually 110 degree. Now let us check. This side is equal to this side, fine. This particular side is equal to this particular side, and the angle included, बीच में जो angle है, बीच में ये वाला जो angle आप जो देख रहे हैं, this one is equal to this particular angle. So we say that these two triangles are congruent. By which criteria? By side angle side criteria. Isn't it? That is why I say that these sums are quite easy. In fact, very easy. Why? Because we have already learnt the conditions or the rule which we shall be applying in each and every triangle. Isn't it? Now, for example, here in number 3, they have given you a triangle in this form. Have a look. They have given you this particular triangle. Similarly, they have given you a triangle in this particular form. Okay, and they say that this is your 4 centimeter. Here also they have given you 4 centimeter. Fine. They have given you 5 centimeter over here, 5 centimeter over here. This means if they would have given us this particular angle and this particular angle as equal, then two triangles would be congruent. Let me see what have they given us. They have given you this angle and they have given you this particular angle. Means they are fooling you. They are fooling you. Why? Because so that just by seeing the two sides and one angle, you would quickly write as side angle side, which is not. Why? Because you people have started observing that two sides are given equal, and one of the side here is included, angle is included, and this angle is not included. So we will say that these two triangles are not congruent. They are not congruent. Means NOT, not congruent by any respect. We will not write not congruent by side angle side. We will say not congruent. Just we will write not congruent because none of the rules or the conditions fit into these two triangles. Isn't it? Let us take two more triangles and then you will really understand the difference. Let us take a right angle triangle this time. So I have taken two right angle triangle. One right angle triangle is this one. Another right angle triangle they have given you in this particular shape. These are the two right angle triangles in which they have given you this. These are the right angle. These are the right angles. Okay. Let me cover it. Now they have given you this as 8 centimeter. And this is also as 8 centimeter. Fine. Means they have given you the hypotenuse as equal. Very good. Means a right angle is there. Hypotenuse is also there. Okay. Now let me see. This is 4 centimeter. One of the side is given as 4 centimeter and this is also given as 4 centimeter. Okay. Therefore, since a right angle is there, hypotenuse is also there. Right angle is there. Hypotenuse is also there. And one of the side is given equal. This means the two triangles are congruent by right angle hypotenuse side. Clear? Let me give you a triangle in which both of them are combined. For example, let me draw a triangle. This is my triangle, okay, in which I am going to draw a perpendicular over here. So I have the vertices as ABC and this is my point D. Clear? So what I find that here ABD is one triangle, ABD is one triangle and ADC is another triangle. Okay, let me just color it little so that it becomes very clear to you that here we have two particular triangles. Okay, one in red and the other in black. Clear? Black shaded in black. Now you are being asked that if this particular side is given equal and this particular side is also given equal, you would be asked that triangle ABD is ABD. Triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ADC by which respect? Or are they congruent? So let me see. Here when I take triangle ABD and ADC, so in ABD and ADC, AB is equal to, I find AB is equal to AC. Okay. I also find that BD is equal to DC and this particular line जो आप देख रहे हैं ना ये काला वाला, that is for this triangle also and this triangle also, दोनों के लिए सेम है. तो जब दोनों के लिए बेटा जब सेम है ना, तो in that case I will write AD is equal to AD. This means I have got three sides, one side, two side and three side. So I can say that these two triangles are congruent by side, side, side. Clear? There will be another child who is not going to use this side, 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 but the child will be using something other. He will think in this way that a right angle is given ADB. Angle ADB is equal to angle ADC, which is equal to 90 degree, means a right angle is given. Fine. AB is equal to AC. So this is your hypotenuse. This is your hypotenuse, means AB is equal to AC, which is your hypotenuse. Very good. And they will take one of the side as BD. So BD will be equal to DC, which is one of the side. So the child found that these two triangles are congruent by, not by SSS. Previous child was also right, and here the child found that these two triangles are congruent by using RHS, means both the rule are applicable over here. Clear? Now in this same figure, if just have a look, it's very interesting. In the same figure, if I would be not giving you this two particular side and I would ask you, are these two triangles ABD congruent to ADC? So let us see what you find. You will be finding that here angle ADB is equal to angle ADC. So this is your right angle which is already given over there. Okay. Now when we look at AB and AC, so AB is equal to AC and they are the hypotenuse. Why? Because they are the sides opposite to the right angle. Clear? Now the child finds that no other side is given, but AD over here is given common. So the child finds that AD is equal to AD. He also finds that AD is equal to AD. AD of triangle ABD is congruent to triangle is equal to triangle ADC. Clear? So he finds right angle, hypotenuse and side. Similarly he finds right angle, hypotenuse and side, as congruent. So here also, in spite of not giving you BD is equal to DC, the two triangles are congruent by the condition RHS, right angle hypotenuse side. So in the next video we shall be coming up with more new different type of sums. Therefore please stay tuned. Okay, I hope this is quite interesting. Thank you.